Hello, you beautiful, ambitious, and brilliant woman. Welcome to Femme Freedom CEO Method Accelerator Mini Course. I am Emmeline Fawcett, and I am beyond excited to have you all here today to be walking you through right now the identity shift that you need to make to 50K months. Now, I get it. If you're anything like me, you've already done a lot of mindset work. You've done a lot of personal development. But listen up, Queen. If it were as simple as actioning and implementing a simple single strategy to get you to 50K months, everyone would be making 50K months. So why are they not? Why is everyone not generating $50,000 per month in their business? And it is because there is a whole identity shift that needs to take place for you to become the woman who can generate this month after month after month, $50,000 cash. Now, here's the thing. It's not just an identity shift. There are beliefs, there are patterns, there are subconscious programs running in the background for you right now that need to be understood, that need to be pulled apart, and that need to be reprogrammed. So let's dive in. Here's the thing, right? At 10K months, and I want to share my personal experience with you. I have built numerous businesses. I've gotten to the 10K month mark so many times in different businesses, different coaching, consulting, etc. The reality is, even at 10 or 15K months, you're still feeling scarcity over money, over clients. There's still procrastination. There's still huge periods of hustle because you're doing everything manually yourself. You're still fearing some level of judgment, right? You're still not deeply embodied in what it means to be a high value coach, mentor, consultant, service provider. Because that 10K months actually doesn't feel that secure inside your business. You're still watering down your message. You're still speaking from your good girl conditioning. You're still fearing getting canceled. You're still fearing a client leaving. You're still dipping in and out of that self-doubt and that scarcity. You're likely stuck on back-to-back calls in a one-to-one coaching or consulting structure, which is limiting your ability to scale and to impact people at scale. You're still likely holding back truth. At 10K months, even at 15K months, I had zero automation supporting me. I was doing everything. I was the content creator, I was the marketer, I was doing the visibility, I was doing the lead gen, I was jumping on the podcast, I was doing all the client-facing work, the admin, the accounting, like everything you could think of. And I was burnt out and exhausted. And I thought to myself, this is not it. This is not how business is supposed to feel. And this model is not it. And that is why I created the Femme Freedom Method, because I wanted for myself to build a life where my business actually for once supported me. It supported high 5-figure reoccurring revenue every single month. It supported me to take a Tuesday off and go to my stepdaughter's school for the afternoon and help out. It supported me to help pay off some of my parents' mortgage. It supported me to do the things that I wanted to do in my week and in my day-to-day life without having the stress and the worry and the anxiety of stepping away from my business. And I know for so many of you, when you're passionate about one-to-one coaching, when you're passionate about being in the work with your humans, you want to be able to do that in a way that deeply supports lifestyle by your design. And that is what Femme Freedom, the CEO method, is all about. It is about building a business that gives you back time freedom, that gives you back a lifestyle by design, that gives you back location freedom, where you just get to work maybe 4 hours a day. If you want to work 6, beautiful, you can, but the minimum input is 4 hours a day, and it just feels so beautiful and freeing to us. A business model that actually has an offer suite that has the capability of generating $50,000 months, where content feels seamless, where lead generation is done for you behind the scenes, where the pre-nurturing and trust building is done for you behind the scenes. Yes, please, that is a business model that I want. And that is why I created this, because the one-to-one coaching model will only forever keep you stuck and trapped in a model where you are stuck with your phone to Instagram, where you are stuck in one-to-one back-to-back Zoom calls and phone calls inside your business, exhausted, feeling like you work for your clients. It just wasn't the life for me. And I was ready to let go of the good girl conditioning. I was ready to let go of withholding my truth. I was ready to be unapologetically expressed in my business. So at 50K months, through the Femme Freedom Method and the identity shifts that I have created within myself and within my clients, these women are now courageous leaders. They have a beautiful, scalable business model and scalable offers, very simple offer suite. They are embodying their only one for you authority energy. They are living in their truth. Inside Femme Freedom CEO, you will learn how to become really embodied in your specific zone of genius. You have clear content, clear messaging, clear brand strategy. Everything begins to flow because all the confusion has been dissolved. You become so convicted in your craft that you had no idea that you could feel as confident and settled inside your business. You'll have a beautiful open heart and an open mind. You will have unapologetically expressed vulnerability, right? Inside the Femme Freedom CEO program, I show you that expressed vulnerability adds to your authority. It's very important. You'll be supported by tech, automations, systems, working for you behind the scenes in your business so you can stay in your embodied zone of genius as a visionary, as a CEO, as a leader, as a woman. So you can actually, when you want to clock out of your business, be out of your business fully, where your mind can, for once, switch off. Where you're not going to bed thinking about where the next client will come from. You're not waking up feeling like you anxiously need to check Slack or WhatsApp or whatever communication methods you use with your one-to-one clients and customers and students right now. Because that is not freedom when we're going to bed thinking about our business. And it's not coming from a clean space. It's coming from panic, worry, fear, scarcity, anxiety. So it's time to let go of an old identity. Right now, you have likely been in unsustainable periods of hustle, possibly leading to burnout. Okay, so we don't have this beautiful, consistent, stable baseline of input into our business year round. Creating content that hasn't felt authentic to you, maybe because you're trying to go viral, maybe because you want to be controversial, maybe because someone's told you to do something online, but it actually doesn't sit right with you in your heart. You're not communicating your soul's messages. You've had a lot of indecision or fear around your zone of genius or entering into a specific niche, right? It happens. You're so busy looking at everyone else on the internet that you've lost touch with what your zone of genius really is. Who is it exactly that I want to work with? You have hesitation in leaving people out, even though you know your work is not for everyone. I know that you know your work is not for everyone, but you're hesitating leaving people out. You're hesitating saying no to unaligned clients. You keep saying yes, and you keep those unaligned clients in your world because you don't have a pipeline supporting you in your business, because you haven't yet upgraded the identity to say, no, this isn't for me. Still living in that good girl conditioning, wanting to say yes to everyone, wanting to help everyone, using being a woman of service as a mask for poor boundaries. I'm only saying this because I've lived it. Right now, you're probably battling an algorithm, hacks, tips, and tricks that just don't feel aligned with the impact that you are meant for. You don't want to be battling an algorithm. You don't want to be relying on an algorithm to have your voice shared with the world. You're probably still wanting to be liked, approved of. You want the likes, the comments, the validation, the saves, and all the things, and it's sending you into a headspin every time. You're constantly refreshing your notifications on Instagram after every post, and then feeling really beat down when you don't get them. You're watering down your powerfulness. You're watering down your boldness depending on the rooms that you're in and the people that you're around. You're playing small depending on the rooms that you're in. Who do I feel comfortable in my bigness around? And that's not it. Inside Femme Freedom CEO, I am showing you how to have the identity upgrade to become the woman who is bold no matter the room that she walks in, no matter how successful, how wealthy, how influential the people are that she's around. She is able to stand bright and bold alongside those people. Right now, I know that you're probably not creating space for yourself, your needs. You're not pouring into you first. You're pouring into everyone else, whether it be your kids, your family, your clients. You're pouring everything into your business and there is nothing left for you right now. And that is because you do not have the business that supports you. You're avoiding going all in. You're staying in lukewarm territory, maybe because you've been burned, maybe because it feels comfortable, maybe because it's familiar, maybe because you're afraid of what's on the other side. Maybe you're afraid to embody the identity of a woman who brings in 50K months and how that would change your life or your relationships or your friendships or how people would perceive you. Maybe all of the above, maybe just one. But so long as you remain in lukewarm territory, nothing changes. As long as you remain being comfortable, nothing changes. Dreams die in the zone of comfortability. Dreams die in the realm of comfortability. You know that your faith is wavering. One day you're waking up feeling embodied faith and the next day you are not. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's not embodied faith. Your conviction is up and down, on and off, A lot of it's circumstantial. A lot of it's depending on your clients and their feedback to you. A lot of it's depending on your engagement and your reach and your algorithm and your sales and your income. And that doesn't feel good because I know that you don't want to have the relationship that is transactional to your business based on revenue. I know that you don't want to have to rely on your clients' feedback to remain in your power as a woman and as a leader. And this is the identity shift that we begin to make inside Femme Freedom CEO Method. I know that right now you're probably stuck inside the wrong business model. Launching back-to-back micro offers, leaving you in a feast famine with clients, constantly having to find new clients, new leads, drum up new business every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, every 12 weeks, and it is exhausting. You're lowering your prices just to make the sale because you don't have a pipeline of soulmate clients ready to buy. Your business is not supporting you, and right now you're in scarcity, so you're having to lower your pricing, customize every package, breach the boundaries. You feel like you have to reply to clients on weekends. You're giving people ridiculously long payment plans just to make the sales, even though it breaches past your boundaries. You have clients who frequently default on payments. You're stuck on back-to-back calls, Zoom rooms, with your phone in your face, on Instagram, updating Instagram stories every single day, and it is exhausting. You're trapped in a one-to-one coaching model or a one-to-one consulting model or a one-to-one delivery model with no time freedom or lifestyle freedom, and also no ability to continue scaling. You're unsure how to communicate your value for high-ticket pricing, and maybe there's a wavering in confidence in closing those. This is a part of wealth activation that we do inside Femme Freedom CEO. You must be willing to begin actually charging what you're worth, actually charging the number that I know you have in your head right now. Okay, but you've been using excuses as to why you can't charge it. Your industry standard is this. You used to charge this. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You've had a few price objections and you drop it back down again. Scarcity, 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 right? We need to get you out of this state, out of this frequency. You've got no automation, no tech, no ads to support your already busy lifestyle. So you're waking up anxious in the morning to check your phone. You're refreshing your notifications all the time after you post. You're going to bed feeling anxious about your business. You're going to bed lying awake, thinking of how to build a sustainable business model where you can actually live freely in conjunction with a thriving business. Your standards are what you accept. Missed payments, client bailing on their contracts, manipulating your kindness, saying yes to clients and students that are unaligned, right? Saying yes to unaligned people in your world, in your life, in your business, maybe even friendships. Sometimes this filters out into our wider life. Okay, wavering on price, packages, boundaries, and communication. So again, when we don't know how to communicate our value, when we don't know how to articulate our value to the marketplace, what happens? We waver on our pricing. We feel unconfident in our delivery, our closing of sales, our closing of arrangements and connections with new people. Where there is clarity, there is conviction. So right now there is a lack of clarity, and that is leading to a lack of conviction, which leads to a lack of sales. You're allowing work to rule your thought space, disturb your peace, and filter into your personal life, right? So the anxiety, waking up and checking your phone, feeling like you need to respond to clients on the weekend. Clients are going into freak out mode and you feel like you need to respond straight away. You're going into that rescuer, that people pleaser. If you want to embody the identity of a woman who makes $50,000, I'm telling you now, you cannot be readily available for everyone at the drop of 5 seconds. It just doesn't work like that. You as a leader need to be embodied and holding the space and trusting that people can always lead themselves, and you are there to guide, you are there to be a leader, a nurturer. But you're not there to handhold, and you're not there for people to lean on. People treat coaches and consultants and people in one-to-one delivery models like their emotional crux, and it is time to break the habit of that. Good leadership means leading self first, and that means upholding boundaries. You've got resistance to changing your business model and structure because it's what you've always known. But here's the thing, 50K months will ask of you to deepen your self-leadership despite noise, distraction, whatever might be happening in your external, to become unwavering in your conviction towards your vision, right? Not letting anything else deter you from the vision that you want to create for your life for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. To create space for yourself, your ambitions and your goals, right? Boundaries, very, very important. What do I need? What does my family need? What do my kids need? What does my relationship need? Outside of that, and building this vision. Sometimes in entrepreneurship and business, you will need to be a little bit selfish, and that's okay. It's okay to do that for a little while. You'll need to remove people or set boundaries with people who aren't entirely in support of your vision. Set boundaries with friends, family, people who don't get it, people who constantly have conversations about struggles or money and not being able to afford things and being unhappy and depression and anxiety and all the things. You're going to have to say, hey, I'm not available for this conversation anymore. If you want to remain in a higher energetic frequency, what you say, what you do, what you think needs to change. 50K months will ask of you to become efficient and effective inside of your business, to treat your time and energy as your one greatest asset. So who needs my time and energy today? Is it my kids? Is it my relationship? Is it me? Do I need to split it between all three? Who needs me today, and what are my priorities? And how can I make sure that my life still moves forward, that my relationships are still nurtured, that my children are still nurtured, while also building this vision of mine? More than anything, 50K months will ask of you to open your heart to continue learning, trusting, and investing. Maybe you've been burnt, maybe you've been let down, maybe you've had a bad relationship, whatever it is. You are going to need to fill the skill gaps, the knowledge gaps. You're going to need to break patterns, cycles, release old identities in order for you to become a wealth activator inside your own life. So Femme Freedom CEO, and I am here to lead you to your most influential, wealthy, and fulfilled version of you. 50K months will ask of you to drop any form of self-victimization as an entrepreneur and as a visionary. And always remember to put yourself back into your power. It will ask of you to embody the only one for you authority energy, to be unapologetically you, full body expressed in your truth. It will ask of you to charge exactly what you know you're worth, that exact number that scares the shit out of you right now. It's going to ask of you to charge that number, to be unwilling to waver on your boundaries, to honor yourself and the agreements made, the commitments made by you and the people in your world, to be deeply trusting of your intuition, to always reconnect back to your intuition as your lighthouse in business, to embody what it means to be a truly self-led CEO, and to be completely supported in your business by tech, automation, systems, whatever it might be. Here's the thing, the women in my world are not getting $10,000 weeks and $14,000 weeks and jumping from 2 and 5K up to $15,000 and $18,000 months. They're not going from $10,000 months to $40,000 months and $15,000 months to $45,000 months in 3, 4, 5, 6 months time. That's not happening on a whim. It is happening because they have chosen to release an old version of them, seeing patterns of self-sabotage, seeing where resentment is building up because of lack of boundaries, seeing where they're not using their time wisely, they're falling into comparison. These women have had to see the patterns, behaviors, and cycles that they have been in that have kept them trapped at a certain income level, a certain impact level. And they've chosen to create something larger for themselves by getting really freaking honest and embodied in their self-reflection and saying, hey, okay, how am I contributing to where I am right now? And truthfully, the results that you have in your business right now are a reflection to some degree of ourself, our life, our boundaries, our patterns, our behaviors, our mindset, our beliefs about ourselves. What materializes in our life financially is often what is happening internally. Okay, and this is why the identity shift is so key. So I have no doubt that this transmission will have moved something inside of you. It will have shown you where you are not quite embodying that woman who makes the $50,000 months, and some areas that you need to be really reflecting on right now if you are serious about getting there. All right, inside. So if you want 50K months while traveling the world, starting a family, working no more than 3 to 4 hours per day, healing generational trauma, actually building genuine generational wealth for yourself, right? Investing, crypto, Airbnbs, assets, property, whatever it might be. Your dream lifestyle by design on your terms, moving to tropical islands, going to Pilates, your children's school events during the week, lunch on a random Wednesday. You are going to need to dissolve the people pleaser, good girl validation, and begin validating your own vision. Okay, all of this here. Embody what it means to be a successful and efficient CEO. Engage in power hours of focus so you can live outside your business. Honor your needs, intuition, and boundaries. Become literally the most intelligent version of you. When everything in your life right now could possibly break you, could possibly make your heart harden, could possibly make you turn away and run away from the world and become a shell of yourself, let it open up your heart to become more of exactly who you know you are. That is what being a leader will ask of you. When everyone else would choose to walk away, to harden, to turn away, to be someone that they were not meant to be, but harden into someone that they're not meant to be. You choose the opposite. You choose to become more intelligent, more embodied in your leadership, more sure of yourself. You must be willing to say no to everything that isn't a hell freaking yeah in your life. Clients, business, money, obligations, arrangements, business structure, friendships, family, relationships, sex life, self-care, routine. These are the standards that you set for yourself in your life. You must be willing to tune out distraction, noise, other competitors, and tune into your inner voice as a lighthouse. Receive, shift, and move money as a vessel of love, evolution, and creation in your life. Where scarcity comes up, we feel the need to hoard, we feel the need to hold on. We use money as a source of safety instead of ourselves. You must be willing to maintain the highest energetic frequency in how you live and who you're being every single day, meaning you can calibrate and pull yourself back into that high energetic frequency inside your body and in your mind. And that is felt through your content, through your messaging, through your social presence. It magnetizes people into your world. You must be willing to change your business model, your structures, to one that is sustainable and creates the space to live outside of your business. Okay, my loves, this is part one, come to a closure. In part two, I'm going to walk you through the exact strategic process inside Femme Freedom CEO that is accelerating women to $40,000 and $50,000 months right now, this year. And if this resonates with you, I invite you to book a very limited time strategic growth and connection call with me. I'll see you inside part two.